Friends, fellow golfers, I'm coming towards the end of this part of the mental series. This piece is going to be on the critical importance of breathing and breathing techniques. I suggest that accompanying this you should revisit and look at the piece on concentration and focus and the most recent piece on relaxation techniques, as the three really go together with this piece in terms of specific methods and techniques to help you stay calm, be relaxed, release tension, have a smooth swing, staying positive, and helping your overall golf health. Of course, accompanying these pieces, the rest of the series are important, ranging from nutrition and sleep to good course strategy and management to an effective practice system. And I hope that you have found those pieces extremely useful building blocks for your overall toolkit coming out of this mental series. Especially important with respect to golf specifically, diaphragmatic breathing is critical to help you reduce fatigue, improve relaxation, and eliminate tension, particularly muscle tension, which you face before your game, during your game, and even after it. Why is breathing so important? Well, because it sends signals to your brain and impacts all your bodily functions. So obviously without proper breathing we don't exist. But it's extremely important to do it in the right way. And I'll come to different aspects of that soon to demonstrate a couple of techniques and methods and some tips around what you can do and how you can do it well and better. While I won't go into too many of the technical and scientific details, it affects your heart, your heartbeat, and that's obviously particularly important in terms of getting anxious. So maintaining a good, steady heartbeat throughout your round is quite important. You see many of the pros today using Whoop, a little bit like the fitness band, which is measuring their heart rates through their round, and they look at that to see if they can help improve their relaxation, but also that they're not getting to a point where it's negatively affecting their health in the long term. So they are already beginning to realize that the heartbeat is key to proper relaxation. Your blood flow and your blood vessels are very important because it increases or decreases the flow, and that's very important for having the right judgment. So correct breathing will improve your blood flow and help you in your judgment. That's extremely important for every shot, even more so when you have a mishit and you put more importance on the next shot, the corrective shot. So it helps you with complex tasks, such as when you need to recover from the rough or from behind a tree. So good blood flow goes hand in hand with executing complex tasks well. It affects your muscles because it affects the flow of calcium in your body. And if you are tense and anxious, you have excess calcium that then makes you feel jumpy. It affects your brain and affects, therefore, your mood also. Good, proper breathing will help you have more fun and be, as a result, in a much better mood. Most recently, Nelly Corder, when interviewed after her second round of the Pelican Championship, talked about the fact that when she relaxes and doesn't take things so seriously and looks at it as enjoyment and having more fun, she actually not only plays well, she performs better, gets better results, and overall she's much more positive going forward into the competition and looking forward to the next one. There are two common problems that golfers face when they're hitting the ball, when they're tense, or when they are trying to recover a shot or really get to the right point in the green, or they're on the first tee. They tend, in terms of breathing, to either hold their breath or have very quick breaths. Both are wrong. So it is important for you to recognize equally what you're doing wrong in order to be able to correct it. What is the correct way then to breathe? It's actually fairly simple, although it takes regular practice, and I'll come back to that. One of the best things to do is to look at and follow how a pet or a child is breathing, especially when they're relaxing or sleeping. I've put up some short clip here of my own type breathing as she relaxes and sleeps, and you'll notice a number of things that come to in that. Why? Because it's a very smooth process, a smooth process of breathing. You also see in the clip abdomen out and in, out and in a very regular pattern. That is key to good breathing. You also hear her breathing through her nose, another key point of good breathing. If you're breathing more from your chest, you need to recognize that, because that's the wrong thing to do. And you'll find that if you're really breathing more from your chest, your shoulders are raising, your muscles are raising, as opposed to from your nose. So from your chest, you tend to be moving your body much more. Recognize the wrong thing, switch to the right one. Just let me add, when you're doing the wrong thing from the chest, you are raising your shoulders, but you're actually tensing yourself. So that's the wrong breathing can actually create more tension. To add to what you might already be feeling if you're on the first tee, or you're trying to recover from a shot, or your next shot into the green is key. Let me cover a few quick tips to help you get to the correct breathing. First and foremost, I must say that if you are insulin dependent or you suffer from low blood pressure, you should consult your doctor and perhaps initially be monitored by your doctor. So don't dive straight into this. If you are having one or other of those conditions, do consult your doctor first as you begin to do this process. Second, as I mentioned, breathe through your nose. You need to be in a relaxed state, in a quiet place as you practice this. Initially lying down, then sitting, and then standing. So progress from doing it lying down to doing it sitting to then doing it standing. And don't cross your legs. So crossing your legs makes you already tight and more tense. So a relaxed state is very important. Check that you're getting enough calcium, magnesium, potassium, and other minerals. And I would point you to the 2 clips that have been done as part of this mental series on nutrition for golf, because those are key aspects that you need to ensure that you have right as well, because that will help you with your overall balance. Inevitably, good nutrition, good sleep, plenty of water is going to be key to combining with good breathing to eliminate tension, to be more relaxed, to have more concentration and focus. Look at that clip that was just done on Tanya, and focus on that gentle but deep breathing. It's gentle but deep breathing and smooth breathing. In the previous clip on relaxation, I covered the 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 ratio. Very important. Your exhale amount and inhale amount should be the same. So if you inhale, hold for the same time, exhale for the same time, hold. Now, getting breathing right requires regular and daily practice, and I would suggest at least 5 to 10 minutes every day. You can use one of your trackers or Apple Watch or whichever gadget you might have to make sure that you are doing the breathing exercises. Put your left hand on your chest. Put your right hand on your abdomen. And then do the breathing exercise I just covered. What you should feel, if you're doing it right, is as you inhale, your abdomen moves in much more. Your chest doesn't move a lot. And as you exhale, abdomen moves out much more, less movement in your chest. So getting that right nasal breathing, gentle, smooth, but deep breathing, you can measure against your chest and your abdomen as a technique to perfect it. Don't forget, at the top of the breath, pause, that hold of the equal amount of time as you inhaled, and then you exhale, and then pause again for the equal amount of time, and inhale again. And then continue to do that even with the technique of holding the left hand on your chest, your right hand on your abdomen, as you feel your throat relax, as you feel your face relax, as you feel your arms and legs relax. So as you do the breathing exercises, make sure you relax all aspects of your body, and that'll get you into the right technique, which you can then deploy at any point in time, and I'll come to that shortly. So when? I'd say first at the start of the day, before you go to the course, before you go for your round. Second, in preparing for your round, before you go to the first tee, do some of that breathing. Third, certainly make it part of your pre-shot routine. And then equally use it in competition, during a round, particularly when you might feel some stress, when you've had a mishit or an errant shot, when you're trying to recover from a difficult lie. Make that breathing part of enabling you to relax and have an easy swing. Really key. All of this will help you to both counter tension, but also get rid of anything that's been busy and filling the mind. If you've got a busy work schedule or busy home schedule and your mind is full of things, you need to clear it, and the breathing exercises are going to be key to help you achieving that. how do you apply this in a shot? So let's take putting. Don't do that breathing exercise before you start putting. First, assess your line, the reed, the grain of the ground, the slope. So using your left brain logical side, finish your analytical side of reading the green and reading the putt. Then, just before you stand over the ball and you are visualizing the shot, so before you visualize your putt, do the breathing exercise. So simple. And then visualize the shot and feel the putt, because you've brought yourself into that relaxed state before you do the key steps of execution, visualization, and then execution. Similarly, if you make it part of your pre-shot routine and you've had an errant shot, maybe walking up to finding the ball, do the breathing exercise, then again assess where you're going to hit using all your other techniques, good course management, what shot you have in the bag, which is the right club to use, your target, and then do that nice, simple, smooth breathing, and then visualize the shot and execute, just like in the putting. So I hope this tour de table of one of the most important aspects and techniques you can use to help you relax, to help you concentrate and focus, to help you relieve pressure, to help you ease tension, particularly muscle tension, to help you execute well, enjoy the game more, has been helpful to you. Do, as I said before, look at the other critical pieces of the mental toolkit, in particular in relation to specific techniques, the one on concentration and focus, and the one on relaxation. Do subscribe. See you on the flip side. 2 more key aspects coming on this series of the mental game. Cheers.